This is Damflask Reservoir. Lots of you will know the venue. However, I've come up here today to try and solve a bit of a problem. Over the last few weeks, I've been getting asked loads of questions about this venue. Basically, on the 18th of May, I actually heard that this venue was closed to fishing. This venue is operated by Yorkshire Water, or the Yorkshire Water Authority, and they oversee all the fishing side of things on this wonderful reservoir. A lot of you will know this reservoir. I've filmed lots of videos up here, and this is a venue that I like to use for trying stuff out and just trying bits of kit out, or any little bits of kit, rigs, that sort of thing that I like to try and put into practice. This is where I come. It's only 6 miles away from where I live. However, we heard that all fishing on Yorkshire Water venues had been stopped. It wasn't allowed, basically because they describe this sort of a venue, these sort of facilities here, as almost like it's like an event. It's almost like a recreational venue, and that's why they said that fishing wasn't allowed on here. So I wanted to get more answers, and I just basically wanted to find out officially if that was the case. And on the 18th of May, I sent an email to the Yorkshire Water Authority, to the recreational department, and basically they said fishing wasn't allowed. Now that was the 18th of May. This also applies, this restriction, this rule applies to Underbank Reservoir, which is not far from here. It's just over the hill that way. But we still don't know. We haven't got clarification about whether you can fish here or not. I've heard stories that lots of people are fishing the venue. It's not a very nice day today, as you can see weather-wise, so maybe there won't be anybody fishing here. So I've come up here today to try and find out whether we can actually fish or not. I'm going to drive straight over to where the ticket machine is, where you purchase your ticket, and just see if there are any notices up there, and if there are anybody fishing here, or if there is anybody fishing here, I'll just obviously have a quick word with them to find out if a bailiff has been round or anything. Fishery closed until further notice. Right, okay. Maybe that might answer it straight away for us. There isn't any sort of a date on there though. I have no idea how long that's been there. No idea. But let's have a look. This is where you normally get your ticket from, or your day ticket. There aren't any signs up here. The machine's not on. Machine's not on, there's no sign on there, but that obviously means that you can't purchase a day ticket. That is where you would normally get the day tickets from. If anyone's interested, there the prices there, fishery prices. They do have a 2-month ticket and a 6-month ticket as well. Concessionary tickets are available, but you must make sure no change given. If you do ever come here, then you will need the correct change for that machine, but it's not on, and that does say fishery closed. As far as I'm concerned right now, if I had my fishing tackle here, I wouldn't take the chance and I wouldn't fish. Now I don't know if there's going to be anybody fishing. The water level is really low. Look at that, look how far down it is. The last time I was here, it was up to the bottom of this well, it's like a flood defense kind of thing. It's where it funnels the water. That's the highest it can get to where that wall is, and then it goes over the steps down underneath the arches, and then that's when it goes down into the river. But that is really low at the moment, isn't it? I can't see anybody fishing. So it looks like, even though there's no dates on those signs there, that you can't actually fish it officially. But the day ticket machine isn't switched on, so you can't buy a day ticket anyway, so that would suggest that. Just going to have a quick drive up to the top end, see if there's anybody fishing. We might even bump into a bailiff. Because of the nature of this venue, obviously it's a large venue, but because of where it is, you have to drive to get here. So as you'd expect, one of the best ways of finding out if there's anybody fishing here is just to simply drive around the reservoir, because you'll see their car or the vehicle parked up, and that is obviously a giveaway that there's somebody fishing. But I'll just have a drive around the bay up towards the plantation just to see if there's any vehicles parked there and find out if there's anybody fishing. Well, there aren't any vehicles here. I mean, I've just drove around the bay, just round on the plantation now. That's the bus stop there that a lot of you will know. This is the access where you can get down to the fishery, but look, there is a sign there. Fishery closed until further notice. This is where you normally park, and then you walk down this ramp here. Let's have a walk down. Let's just I might as well show you the fishery while I'm here. One of the reasons why I'm so keen to find out if it's open or not is obviously I've been asked dozens of times now. I've been getting messages on Facebook Messenger. I've had all sorts of messages, emails. I wanted to get up here and do some filming. I've got quite a few videos scheduled for YouTube that I want to film up here. The reason why I like to film them up here is because there's a wide variety of pegs and situations and scenarios that you can actually replicate here. There's deep water, shallow water, open water. As you can see, it's really low down. It's quite windy as well. It's coming into his face here. You can see the rain coming down, but I'll just take you down. The last time I was here, just where the grass, the green edges, that's where it was last time I was here. But yeah, it's down a lot. Always looks stunning. What a beautiful venue. Even when it's raining like this, it still looks, it's an exciting, unpredictable venue. Just down there is the quarry. That's where it really goes deep there. Some of you will have seen my videos from there. I've filmed videos just here. I've filmed videos down there on the quarry. They're all on this channel, so just check the playlists. But there isn't anybody fishing. Nobody fishing. So, and I didn't know that those signs were there saying that the fishery's closed. So as far as I'm concerned, what I'm going to do is as soon as I get home, I'm going to be heading home shortly. I'm going to email the Yorkshire Water Authority again, the recreation department, and excuse the rain on the lens. I'm going to email them and get it in writing, but it looks like it's still closed. There's nobody fishing here, and to be honest, I wouldn't be fishing here right now either. Now I've seen those signs. This venue is also the same as Underbank Reservoir, which is another fantastic venue like this. What I'm going to do is, Underbank Reservoir is just over the hill over there. I'm going to shoot over there now, find out if there's anybody fishing, and find out if they've got signs up as well, because I've heard that you can't fish there either at the moment. That's taken about 15 minutes. It kind of clashed with the school run, so it's taken a little bit longer than normal, but 15 minutes over the top. Just arrived at the fishery. That's the dam wall there, the dam head. There are only really, as far as I'm concerned, 3 accesses to Underbank Reservoir. One of them is the lay-by, the other one is over on what they used to call the boathouse or yachting club or the activity centre, and this is the other one. Now there's no signs there. Private road, that's always there, that sign, and obviously a social distancing sign as well, and that is it. There's nothing else here, which is very surprising. However, what I have got to say is that whilst this is one of the, just lock the van up, whilst this is one of the official access points, it's by no means the most popular. In my opinion, the most popular access point is the lay-by, so we'll head on over there in a moment just to see if there's anyone fishing. The last time I was here, the water level was really down, it was really windy, and that's when I had my drone with me. Well, I'm here at the dam head now. That is a locked gate. I don't know if that's always locked, I'm pretty sure it is. And that is literally just a walk along the dam wall or the dam head. Doesn't look like there's any signs up. Underbank, no fishing. No fishing is authorised on this reservoir. Not quite sure what that means. It used to be controlled, it was like a lease every year to fish on here, but it is, as you can see, overseen by the Yorkshire Water Authority. So there aren't any signs up here. There are some signs there, but nothing about fishing. You're not allowed to fish on this dam wall anyway under normal circumstances, but bit of a circling wind on it today, but it is high, very high. Always looks stunning. You get an idea of how much water there is there when it's full up. But no, these are just cold water. They're the usual signs, and they are public safety, strictly no access to the downstream embankment on this dam. So they're all the normal signs, obviously, apart from that one. This is one of the main accesses. There aren't any other signs here. It's a bit windy on here, but as you can see looking up the reservoir now, probably hear that wind blowing, but it's always windy up here anyway. So this is what I would consider one of the main access points. Now the other two, if we look up the dam, one is where that building is on the left hand side. That's the activity centre, so we're going to head over there in a moment, see if there are any signs up, see if there's anybody fishing. I can't really see anybody fishing, to be fair, looking all the way along. That's going up towards the neck end, and just on the right hand side, before you get to that point, that is where the lay-by is. The lay-by is on the main road, which is just behind those trees or in those trees, so we'll head on over there, see if there's any signs up there. But yeah, it's not like Damflask at all. There's loads of water in this. This is probably almost at its maximum. But let's go over. I'll head on over to the activity centre, see if there's anyone fishing, and see if there are any signs up. This is what they refer to as the adventure centre. I've filmed at least 2 videos over here, so some of you may have seen those. If you haven't, right at the end of the video I've put together a playlist of videos that I filmed on this venue and Damflask Reservoir, so if anyone's interested in those, the link will be at the end of the video for you. Quite a few vehicles here actually, which is good, but straight away there's no signs there, well certainly nothing referring to fishing. Let's have a look. Private parking, no parking beyond this point. That's the formal social distancing. The gate is open, which will probably mean that there's something happening down here at the adventure centre, I think. Cold water kills, all the usual signs, nothing there about fishing. So this is the adventure centre. I'll take you down to the water just so we can have a look at the reservoir itself, just see what the water's like. I love fishing this venue. It's an unpredictable, wild reservoir. Lots of bream in here, perch, lots of skimmers and lots of roach as well. Lots of pike as you'd expect, but that's what happens on these sorts of venues. I'll just go down to the water's edge just to see if there's anything, well, see if there's anybody fishing actually. That wind doesn't look as bad here, but it looks like there's something going off here as well. There's a few vehicles kicking about. If I do bump into anybody, or if there's anybody around, I will ask them if they've seen any anglers here, or see if they've heard anything about the current situation at the moment. You probably heard about the Underbank Championship, which used to take place every year. Charlie Simpson and the Penistone Angling Associations used to run that. That is where they used to have the draw in there. I think I only got a chance to fish that once. There's fish topping out there. This is going to be torture, isn't it? I can't believe how high the water level is. That wind's not bad at all here. You see fish topping out there. That's probably about 55 metres out, I would say, but yeah, there's a shoal of fish out there. That looks like there's someone fishing over there. So yes, there's somebody fishing. There's the neck end. It looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it, when it's like this? Look at that. That's going up to the neck end. That is where if there's ever been such thing as permanent match pegs up there, that is where those are. But yeah, that looks like someone fishing over there. But that's it. There's no one else. No one else fishing. The water's clear. Is it clear? Sometimes it's a kind of a tea kind of colour. They reckon a lot of that is it's runoff from the moors which are surrounding all here, which is the peat, and it sometimes gets that kind of tinge. That's not bad at all actually. That I've seen it much worse than that. During the depths of winter it can go a real, like a, well, it's a tea colour. It looks like tea, obviously tea without milk in it, but that's the kind of colour it goes, and it doesn't really fish that well when it gets like that. Sometimes see that colour in some of the North Yorkshire rivers as well. Obviously it's because of the surrounding countryside and stuff, but it looks beautiful here. There's not hardly any wind on it. It's fish topping out there. So no signs here. There's nobody fishing here. Obviously there's an angler over there, but I'm just going to head over there now, over to the lay-by, just to show you the access there, because I'm hoping that this will be open, even if it's not now. So it'll just give you an idea of where you can come and fish it if it does reopen. Maybe it is open. The lad over there might be able to shed a bit of light on it for us, and there might be some signs over there, but it always looks fantastic, this place. Can you guess why they call this the lay-by? It's a lay-by. Very busy road this. I'm going to take you to the access. Certain times of day it's really busy on this road. It can really be difficult to cross sometimes. Look what's been here now. It's probably must have been here 18 months or so now. This is I thought that was a lock gate, but no, we can get in there. We used to have to climb over this wall. If you saw one or two of my early videos, we used to have to climb over this wall here and access the reservoir that way, but they put this access in, which is much easier, as you can see. So that's not locked or anything. Let's see if there are any signs up. These look like all the normal signs that are normally here. There's nothing new there at all. No fires, barbecues, camping. Other than that, I'm not sure what that means. No fishing is authorised on this reservoir. That's not very clear as far as I'm concerned. But there we go, social distancing sign there. And this is the reservoir. There was a lad fishing here, so we'll see if he's here. And he might be able to shed a little bit of light on it for us. He'll be able to let us know if a bailiff's been round or anything like that. I'll go down here towards the towards this little deep, well, it's a deep drop off just here. You might have seen me fish here before, but there we go. There's a bit more wind on it this side. That's where we've just been. That's the activity centre. But yeah, it's not right to the top. Normally to the top is when it's right up to this grass here, and I'll show you these pegs just here. These are really nice and comfortable when it's right up to the top. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. Yeah, when it's right up to this grass here, that's when it says it's absolute maximum. That's when it's going over the overflow right down there. That's the dam head where we were a moment ago. So as you can imagine, when the water's right up to this grass level here, this is a lovely platform to fish off. Really nice and comfortable. They've cut one or two of the trees back actually. I don't know who's done that, just to make it a little bit easier to cast. But this is where it's deep. It goes down into a deep bowl basin here and then comes back up onto like a shallow bar, or a shallower bar. It's not shallow, but it's a shallower bar at about 45 metres. I'm just going to have a word with this lad. I'm not going to film him, just in case, because at this current moment in time I don't know if you're allowed to fish here or not, so I don't want to get him into trouble. I'm just going to find out, see if I can find out if a bailiff's been round or anything. Well, the good thing is he's caught a few fish, which is nice. What I didn't tell you is, before I set off from Damflask, I had a pretty good signal, and I emailed Yorkshire Water, the relevant department, whilst I was there, because I thought I might get a quick response whilst I'm actually out and about. And on my way over here, they've just got back to me. The good news is that they are reviewing the situation. The bad news is that you can't fish here at the moment, or is that's their official word on it, which is obviously a little bit of a shame, especially when the reservoir is looking like it is. However, they have got a meeting scheduled. The meeting is the 18th of September, so that's not long away at all. Basically what they're doing is they're having a meeting to discuss with the bailiffs and the relevant departments and everybody who's involved, including the health and safety executive, the people that do the risk assessments and all that sort of thing. They're having a meeting on the 18th of September to discuss how they can talk about reopening this venue. Whether it will open or not, we still don't know, but at least they're having a meeting about it. I just thought I'd bring you down here just to have a look at these pegs. As you can see, when the water level is at the level that it's at now, makes these pegs a little bit difficult and a little bit awkward accessible wise, but there's fish topping out there. There's loads of fish topping out there, but it's a stunning venue. So what I will do, I'll make an absolute promise to you. I've already sent a message to the relevant people that once that meeting has taken place, if there's any news in any shape or form, to get in touch with me, and I will be uploading an update for you right here on this channel. One of the reasons why I've done this as well is not only because there are lots of viewers that live not far from where I do and are involved with Yorkshire Water Authority waters. The other reason why I'm doing this is because it's a water authority. Water authorities are all over the country. Be careful if you're fishing any sort of reservoirs that are owned by water authorities. My understanding of those authorities is that a lot of them operate the same. So if this, being Yorkshire Water Authority, is very keen on the health and safety side of things about reopening the reservoir, then that could apply to reservoirs near you. So please be careful. I'd hate anyone to get into trouble for fishing where they shouldn't be. But there we go. That's heading back down toward the dam head. That's lovely there, isn't it? You could fish there beautifully. Absolute beautiful reservoir. If any of you have fished these reservoirs, please comment below and let other viewers know what your experiences were like. Did you catch? How did you catch? And that sort of thing. I'm sure it'll help some people out. So we are a little bit wiser. Stunning venues, I can't wait to get here, and as soon as we can get back on this reservoir and the other one, I'm going to start working my way through that list of YouTube videos for you to upload right here to this channel. As soon as I hear anything about these reservoirs, I will let you know right away on YouTube. So hope you've enjoyed this bit of an insight. If you want to see the sessions from this venue and Damflask, if you want to watch the full-length videos, the playlist is just there for you, which I've put together. Please give this a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.